You also wrote an article about Jerry Jeudy feeling wanted, welcomed, and finally being traded to the Browns. Take us through that and what you found out in that article.
Well, yeah, and I think Watson kind of alluded to it there, that the Browns have had interest in Judy for a while, right? We started hearing those rumors. I think for me, it was last year's offseason, right? That's when his name kept popping up, and I'm sure we talked about it a bunch of times. Judy made it sound like even toward the end of 2021, he heard the Browns' interest in him. And, after difficult times in Denver for him, they had coaching changes, they had quarterback changes. Obviously, the trade, this is a fresh start for him. And part of that fresh start is, yeah, this team has wanted me for a while. And we talk about things that make players feel better, feel more comfortable. And that's part of it, feeling wanted. And you would think, okay, if you're on a team, you feel wanted, but that's not always the case, right? And maybe in Denver, if you hear, hey, they're trying to trade me, you probably don't have the same, you just don't feel the same getting up and going to work every day. And here, it's like, yeah, this team wanted me. Elijah Moore can say the same thing, right? The Browns tried to get him in 2022 before they got him in 23. So I think that adds something just from a human level.
Yeah, and you would hope a young player gets a little confidence by that. Jeudy has had trouble with drops, but hey, these guys wanted me. You hope that elevates the play, and you could certainly understand why it would.
Yeah, and there's multiple examples, and I mentioned Elijah Moore, but I think back to it might have been Tack McKinley when the Browns signed him as a free agent to defensive end. He talked about Andrew Berry wanting to draft him, and then following up on him when he had his issues and he became free. So, first of all, it shows you the kind of consistency of the Browns' talent evaluators. They like somebody and they still like him, right? Like that hasn't gone away. They kind of have their favorites and they stick with them, and that I think that's understandable. You evaluate a guy and you have a grade on him, but then the players start to hear that, and it resonates a little bit about okay, they either chased me down when they got a chance to trade for me, they did. When they got a chance to sign me, they did.